I mean, where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my niggas across the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps wasn't facts, so they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one needed.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. And again, I know I haven't posted in a minute, but it's back to school season, so I'm like, might as well post because this is honestly the best time to post. So what better thing to post it than a back to school video? And what we will be talking about today is upcoming freshman advice and what they won't tell you, because we're gonna keep it real over here, okay? So yeah. See, I do have my notes on my phone, and I also did write down on a notebook, but I'm not about to pull that out, so got it on my phone. So we got all the stuff we're gonna talk about in this video here, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. And peep the shirt, y'all. Hold on. Peep the shirt. This is gonna be in my back to school clothing video coming soon, so make sure to check that out. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So I honestly don't know how I'm gonna break this up. I might break it up to parts and then like it be all sporadic, so let's just see. So first we are gonna start out with the basics. I'm gonna tell y'all the basics of high school, just a generalization, and then we will go into like more of the personal, like friendship and all that other stuff. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with high school isn't what it looks like on TV. Now, y'all, this is literally so true, because when I was a freshman, before going in on the first day, I thought it was gonna be like how it was on Disney. It is not how it is on Disney. You thought it was gonna be High School Musical? It's not. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Even though high school is fun, it can be very boring and very slow at times. So I'm just saying not to get your hopes up. It's just not how it looks like on TV. So yeah. Next we got leave the 8th grade mentality behind. Like, if y'all don't get it now, you will definitely see it when you were a sophomore and above, because it's just like, you're able to tell that they just came to high school because it's just the way they act. I feel like over time you get more chilled out, but obviously when you're a freshman, you're just like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm a freshman, like this is exciting, this is fun. But a lot of that stuff, when I say leave that 8th grade mentality, I'm saying leave behind the childishness. Like, don't be playing music in the hallways, don't be all loud at 7 in the morning, no one wants to hear that. Just, you know, stuff like that. Like, no one wants to deal with all that. So yeah, don't do that. Another one is don't do too much, and this can also fall into like the 8th grade mentality type of thing, but also just don't do too much in general. You know, don't pick with your teachers, don't pick with other students. Like, don't be a bully, okay, y'all? Like, it's not cute. Don't be a bully. You don't want to be known for doing the most, because that's not a good reputation to have. So just don't do too much. It's not worth it, and it'll stick with you depending on what you do. Exactly. Next we have, even though this is the easiest year, don't slack on your schoolwork. Now, this is so true, because what people won't tell you is that, for example, your GPA, it will not reset after freshman year. So if you slack off and don't do your work, you skip class, even though your grades and your GPA is going to look bad your freshman year, it's going to get hard to get your GPA back up in the following years, because again, it doesn't reset. Just, you know, don't slack on your work. Just don't slack on it. Don't procrastinate. Don't do any of that. And also, if you don't want to get it done then and there, even though I try to, at least, you know, be smart about it and make time to do your work, basically is what I'm saying. Like, take advantage of your study halls or anything like that. Now, this one is like very cliche, but it is be yourself. Yeah, just like it says, be yourself. Don't switch up who you are trying to impress other people, because honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like people gravitate towards you more when you're being yourself, and I feel like you can tell when someone's like not being yourself in a sense. And plus, even if they don't, it's just like it'll get tiring after a while. Like, so just be yourself. It's not worth it. And a part of that is just like, you know, don't fall into peer pressure. Don't do any of that. Yeah, don't fall into peer pressure. Don't act out and try to be someone you're not. Sorry, y'all. I'm still looking at this because I'm like, I wrote down notes within the notes, like to go into detail of what I was going with it. So if you see me looking down, that's why. Now, another thing is invest in an emergency kit. See, and here's the thing with me, because I'm about to be a senior. So last year, I didn't have an emergency kit, but basically all the stuff I would put in the emergency kit was all in my book bag, but it was like all over the place. So just don't do that. I would rather like have it more organized and all in one place so you know where everything is at. So yeah, I would say invest in an emergency kit. Like you don't even really need to go out and buy one, or even so it could just be like a cheap little bag. Just get something that you can put all your stuff in and it can be in one place and you just have it. And plus it's just like you never know what will happen, hence why it's called an emergency kit. So say you need perfume, you can spray on perfume, you know, your period, have your pads, all of that, lip gloss, whatever. So yeah, invest in that emergency kit, literally. And to add on to that, I will also just add, keep up with your hygiene. Like, it's really crazy because we in high school, but it's just like people still smell musty. How are we still smelling musty in 2024? Y'all, please keep up with your hygiene. If you need to throw in some deodorant or something in that emergency kit, do so. Especially like if you have gym. See, I never had to take gym because I did cheer. So, but say you do gym, throw in some deodorant, again, perfume or whatever you gotta do. Just don't, because you don't want to be walking around smelling nasty, because then obviously people's gonna talk about that, and no, you also don't want to be known just for be smelling musty either. So yeah, get some deodorant. Now for the last thing, for the basics, I will add that everyone knows everything. This is so true because I literally know a lot that I shouldn't even know. I'ma just keep it like that. Like for example, don't talk in the bathrooms, don't talk in the lunchroom, don't even like gossip anywhere in school, I would really say, because you never know who's listening. Like I can't tell y'all the amount of stories I heard, like overheard in the lunchroom or in the bathroom about just random stuff, like just stuff that I was like, ooh. But yeah, that just goes to show that just don't gossip anywhere in school, because you know people's gonna know and you don't want people to know what you don't want them to know. So just don't gossip in school. Try not to gossip in general, because we're gonna get into the friends later, but yeah, I'm gonna just keep that there for right now. Okay, now we are going to move into the academic section, because I got a lot to talk about this, and I also added just some tips like regarding like school and grades and whatever with that. So yeah, so and going back to what I talked about earlier, I would say don't procrastinate on schoolwork. Get it done. And for me, I try to get it done when it's assigned. So say get it assigned in class and I have free time after, I will try to at least start on it in class, because you know, who wants to do it at home? Like I'd rather have my free time to do whatever I want. So I try to get it done in class. But if not, again, like take advantage of your study halls, your commons period, anything really. Just don't procrastinate, because at the end of the day it will catch up to you, and you also gotta like account that you have other classes too. So imagine waiting last minute to do like schoolwork in like 5 to 4 different periods. That's ridiculous. Like no, don't burn yourselves out. Just spread it out as you need to, and I think you should be good. Another thing would be to find out your graduation requirements so you can plan ahead accordingly. So this is so real, y'all, because this is something I saw on TikTok where a lot of people was surprised that maybe they needed something or were missing something from their graduation requirements. So I would say like your freshman year, definitely start looking at like what you need to graduate. So like sophomore year and above, like you can start like actually trying to like get those done, because I got done with my state seals honestly like sophomore year. Like, I completed those already, so that was good. So yeah, I would say definitely keep up on that, because that is definitely important, and you don't want to be in your senior year scrambling to get these graduation requirements. So no, just don't do that. And on top of that, we will add get close to your teachers. This is really good because, one, like, say you're about to graduate or you're trying to go to college and you need those college recommendation letters, it won't seem like, quote unquote, like random, going to a random teacher and asking like, hey, can you like write this recommendation for me? You would actually know them, and you would know that they would give you a good recommendation. So I would say for that, but also because like of schoolwork, like say you're like a few points from being bumped up to the next grade level. If you have a good relationship with that teacher, I'm pretty sure a lot of them will be willing to bump your grade up, because I know I had a teacher like that last year and she was willing to help me out. So yeah, definitely try to get close to your teachers. And I'm not saying that you have to like, you know, try to be friends with all your teachers, but definitely try to like form some type of like, you know, friendly relationship with some of them, or a few of them if you want, because it could definitely come out to help you in the end. I'm gonna add study for those tests. Coming from like an upcoming senior, like just study for it. No photo math or whatever, because don't get me wrong, I use those too, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna help you, because yeah, it's gonna help you turn in your homework, but what about that unit test? And obviously, like if y'all have summative grades or whatever, those count way bigger than your homework grades. So it's just like prioritize scoring good on the test that actually matters, like the ones that will really impact your grades, which would be the summative ones. So with that being said, just study, like whether it's math or science, whatever the case may be, study. And especially for the people that are trying to go to college, that matters. Also, sorry y'all if I'm talking fast. I'm not sure if I'm talking fast or not, but if I am, sorry about that. Yeah. Anyways, even though this isn't really academic, it's just like join extracurricular SOS clubs. Like, this your freshman year, make memories. Like, you can make friends from clubs because y'all would share a common interest. And also, from being in clubs, it could also will look good on college applications as well for the people going to college. But yeah, again, like just in general for like your high school experience, I would say join extracurricular SOS clubs, because it's just like you don't want to be in your senior year saying, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda, I would have done that, I should have done that. Like, just don't go into like further years saying, dang, I wish I should have done that. There's something that interests you, do it. Even if you don't know anyone else, like say your friends that's gonna do it, again, especially if you're introverted as well, that's a good way to make friends, because like I said, I'm gonna share a common interest in whatever the club is. So definitely branch out. And yeah, now this is something I added and might not apply to everyone, but for me personally and maybe some other people watching this video, this is gonna be good advice. The one thing that I added on here was AP classes actually help you. I feel like a common misconception of AP classes is like AP equals harder, but I personally don't feel like that's the purpose, or like that's really the big thing, because I took AP Lang last year and I had a steady A or B, and it really wasn't hard. The only thing was you got homework like every day, or like you just got a lot of homework. That's really the biggest difference in AP compared to normal classes. So if you tend to do your homework, then you should do AP classes. If not, just stick to normal. But I'm saying it helps you because it's just like those GPA boosts be coming in handy. Seriously, AP classes boost up your GPA so much. So I would say it's almost worth it. Plus, obviously, if you score good on the exam, you could get college credit for it. It's a win-win, I would say, to do it. So that's just me though. Now, finally, we are going to get into the relationship/friendship side of high school. And the first thing we're going to talk about is don't be shy to make new friends. Now, I will say this especially for like my introverts or people that are shy and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm shy too, but the thing is I wouldn't be afraid to start a conversation with other people at my school. And especially since you're a freshman, it's just like chances are 9 10 out of 10 you have all these people that's in the same situation as you. They're freshmen, they're at this new high school, and they're just, you know, just looking for a friend or something. Just don't be afraid to start the conversation, especially during that first week of school, because people are starting to find their clique and whatnot, make new friends, and literally that'll be that. Next we have, don't expect to leave with the same friends you came in with. This is so true, because say you start high school with a big friend group, don't expect to have that big friend group at the end of the school year. Because, you know, a lot of things can happen in those 4 years of high school. It's just like, don't get your hopes up, but at the same time, it's just like sometimes it do work out. Because literally, I'm literally still friends with people I've been friends with since like elementary and middle school, literally. So it's definitely possible, but definitely like this is more targeted towards the friend groups. It's just like, don't expect to like leave with the same friends you came in with, even if it's drama wise, but just the fact that y'all gravitate away from each other. And that has happened to me. I had a best friend, but we just kind of like slowly started phasing into like our own different spaces, but we're still cool with each other. It's just that, you know, we're not as close as we were before. Now we have, don't prioritize your relationship over your schoolwork. This is where people that end up getting in a relationship their freshman year. Having a relationship is nice and all, but it's just like, don't let that relationship overshadow your schoolwork and everything else you got going on. Because at the end of the day, schoolwork matters just as much, if not more, especially for the people that is going to college. College is not going to know if you have a boyfriend, but they are going to know how you did in those classes. So yeah. Now to add on to that, because it goes hand in hand, I would also say don't alienate yourself to your relationship, because it's just like you get in a relationship, but then suddenly it's just like you cut off your friends, like you stop talking to people, like you only talk to that person. Don't do that, because literally the moment y'all fall out or y'all arguing, y'all not on good terms, and you need that person to turn to, you're gonna have nobody, because you literally push them all the way to be with that one person. So don't cut off your friends, don't do any of that. Still have your friends in your relationship. Make sure that there's a good balance, and yeah. And also to add on to those two things, don't feel like you have to get in a relationship in high school. Because again, like, don't expect that you're gonna have like your perfect high school sweetheart love story, because sometimes, you know, things happen and you might not even get in that relationship all 4 years of high school. Like, I've heard literally grown people say that, like, they didn't have their first boyfriend until like college or anytime after that. And even for me, it's just like I had my talking stages, but like it never got to that point where it's just like I was dating them. But it's just like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, you can still have a good high school experience without having that relationship aspect. And also notice how I'm not some of these people that say like don't get in a relationship freshman year. Honestly, I'm just like, do what you want, but just make sure to have a good balance with it. But I will say though, just freshman year in general, just like have fun with it, because I know that relationships can take away your focus and it takes your attention and stuff. So maybe that's what other people meant, and if that's the case, then I agree. But everything else is just like, you know, you do you. Now, another thing I will add, and this is also cliche, but it's just like, stay out of drama. The thing is, the word gets around. If you're talking about he said, she said, suddenly the whole school knows. So just stay out of drama. You don't need drama in your life, and especially not in high school. Everyone will know your business and what you got going on, and you really just don't need that. You don't need everyone in your business. And honestly, I think that is the rest of my tips. I honestly enjoyed like making this video, like having a sit down talking video. I really enjoyed that. I might have to make more, but I don't know what I would be talking about. If you guys liked my tips for my incoming freshmen, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out my other back to school videos, because those will be dropping soon. I'm actually my next video is probably gonna be a back to school supply shopping video. Just, you know, make sure to follow me on my back to school journey because I have more content for y'all. And honestly, if y'all just like my vibe and personality, just subscribe and like, because what I be doing. And also make sure to comment as well, and make sure to add on your tips as well if you have any tips. But honestly, anything in general, just comment anything. I hope you guys liked the video, and see y'all in the